lots, but I really don't think they're warranted.
Yep, I don't think they're usually used much, but last game we sure saw Banelings quite effective. Of course, that was one of the top 25 players in the European servers, so, you know. But here we go, a Zergling Baneling surround. Let's see what happens here. More force field. The Banelings do quite a bit of damage to the Zealots, but the Zealots live. They're almost all dead, though. Like, the Zealots have almost no life in them.
Yeah, it's going to be very dangerous to the Protoss. He may have actually been going for a Baneling bust to kill the Zealot in the choke and then run the Zerglings and try and damage his economy, but he may have got sidetracked.
And we don't see a lair yet for Lowly, so it's going to be a while before Baneling's speed is upgraded. Interesting defensive posture by Hazu. We got both. Look at the lower ramp and upper ramp are both, you know.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. He has to cancel the Nexus, and look at this. And the Sentry saves the day.
Yeah, he is going all out on the offense. 14 Zerglings just spawned. He's got 5 drones on the way. He's feeling very, very safe. 4 more Zerglings on the way.
And this Forge is in big trouble. Now, while all this Zerg offense is happening, the Zerg economy is not doing the greatest. He still sits at 26 drones. Well, I guess it's a question if these Zerglings can break down the door somehow.
Hazu does have 2 Stargates, by the way, guys.
Yep. And 2 cannons as well on his front door. And now it looks like Hazu's going to work on the destructible rocks, and we're seeing two Void Rays by Hazu, so that's a very expensive investment in air units. And does Lowly have any anti-air on the way, or just queens? Right now I see 3 queens and hatcheries and, you know...
Well, Lair Tech's on the way, but no Hydralisk then.
Yeah, well, you can't have a Hydralisk then until the lair is completed. So... that's going to be pretty rough. I don't know. I have no idea what. And Lowly now knows he's going to face Void Rays because they just almost destroyed a. Are they going to kill it or no? Wow, they let the Overlord live. I'm not. Oh, there we go. Finally nails it. And here come the Void Rays. And these queens are going to be in tough.
Yeah, it's going to be very hard for Lowly to defend this.
Queens have a lot of energy though. They can inject each other and give each other health. You do have a lot of energy, but... And
I don't mean to correct you, Jim, but the Queens only had about 30 energy, and you need 50 to transfuse.
Now, one of them had 180 at one point and used it.
Yeah, he is bringing down his 3rd Queen, which is going to help, and he should be able to take out these Void Rays with those 3 Queens with transfuse. Oh, we've got a 3rd Void Ray coming on. So yeah, it's not looking good for Lowly at the moment. He really needs to get a Hydralisk then down, or some sort of anti-air. 2 Spore Crawlers going down to the main mineral line as well.
Yeah, he went with an Evolution Chamber. That's his form of anti-air, I guess, you know.
Some nice transfuses there on those Queens. And he does have 6 Queens at the moment.
While this is going down, Hazu is expanding, but he's expanding in his backdoor area. So that'll be very easy for... I mean, we're seeing a classic example of how these spawning positions favor the player on the right side, because he's using all this area, and if they were flipped positions, this wouldn't be able to happen. And this hatchery, look, it's about down to half health. 2, 4, 6 queens.
Yeah, Lowly's using that 131 APM very well, using those.
And Hazu still sits at 3 Void Rays, continuing to harass by air. And the shields of all these Void Rays are badly down to a low amount. Right now, the Protoss army, or the Protoss economy, has 34 probes, whereas the Zerg economy only has 28 drones. And
yeah, Hydralisks have come out now, range upgrade going down, and the +1 ranged attack.
So that means even roaches and all other ranged units. And this is a nice play by Hazu to force Lowly to keep all of his units in a defensive position in the middle of his. You know what I mean? He can't use his queens for anything but defense, really.
Yeah, definitely.
And
+1 for Hazu going down. And yeah, Lowly has got this Overlord, but he really needs to find out what tech he's going for now, because he could be going straight into Colossi, and if he's going for Hydras and getting a lot of Hydras, that will just steamroll him.
And yeah, Thermal Lance is being researched right now in the robotics bay, and a Colossus is a unit being produced in the robotics facility. So the formula you described is exactly what's happening, and if, like you said, if Zerg doesn't spot it, the Hydralisks are going to get annihilated by the Colossus. Hydralisk range is completed.
Yeah, he has got 10 queens, which is amazing. So he really could spread creep everywhere, but he really has to get some roaches out for this.
Spawning pool's in big trouble. Oh, he gives it a little bit of a boost there. It's still going to go down anyway. Wow. So Lowly has lost his spawning pool. Lowly's army consists of 10 Hydralisks, 10 queens, and the Baneling Nest is next. So we're going to see an all-in move by Zerg? Lowly just going to go all-in with every queen, Hydralisk, and Zergling that he's got? He's got one Baneling. And to me...
Well, he could do.
Go ahead. Oh!
He could do, but he's got that Colossi there, and if he gets some good force fields down on that ramp, they're just going to fry.
Yeah, he'll never be able to move.
Bring in the Spine Crawlers along unrooted for some reason.
Yeah, well, it's a spine crawler rush. He's gonna stick him in the ground and go for it. But the thing is, Thermal Lance is gonna finish in about 3 seconds. 3 seconds. As soon as Thermal Lance is done.
Oh, and look at that force field! Holy crap!
Yeah, Thermal Lance is done. There is no way Zerg's gonna be able to climb this ramp.
Yeah, that was the real punishment for misclicking there by Lowly. Probably meant to go up the ramp, but he just went all around the sides, and those cannons even got off a few shots. So yeah, Lowly should really expand during this time while he is containing him, but it won't be for much longer.
And Lowly's economy, 40 drones mining off of 2 bases. Hazu's economy, 48 probes mining off of 2 bases. This is bad news for Zerg at this point. And look at this huge terrifying Protoss army. 17, 18 stalkers.
Yeah, it's a terror ball.
And it's even got an observer with it, too. It's even got an observer in there, just in case he researched Burrow and is trying to do some heal silliness with roaches or something. Look at this. Ouch.
He did take those queens with him, though, so he did actually miss a few, larvae injects, so his larvae is going to be behind. And he is getting a Spire, but I think it's way too late for that now.
Is there anything Zerg can do to come back into this game?
Well, when he was, at the ramp, I think, if he managed to keep Hazu in his base for a bit, he could have got a 3rd expansion and got himself back in, but nah.
Well, now it's using the queens to health boost the units that are getting fried, but it doesn't matter. I mean, now he's got nothing but queens left. The Zerg army consists of 11 Hydralisks and 6 queens and nothing else. And
yeah.
Those Hydralisks are just, like you said, they're going to get devoured by the Colossus. And now we're seeing 3 cannons go down. Hazu now getting a 3rd base. And you know what? If Protoss has a 3rd base up and running for anything longer than a minute, just from economics alone, Protoss is going to win this game, and I don't know how this army here is going to be stopped. So right now, Zerg's got 20 Hydralisks with range upgrade and some Zerglings. Oh man, cuts the army in half, and those Zerglings are all going to die.
Yeah, that hatchery's going to go down.
Absolutely. It goes down in like 3 seconds. Overseer on the map, I guess to counter any observer, but I don't know what that'll do. Roach Warren being built. The spawning pool was rebuilt. Like you said, Aspire is up now.
Yeah, I mean, he really doesn't have the resources to do anything at the moment. He could have broken down this back rock, but he really needed the army, seeing as he was behind in tech as well, seeing as he was going for the Colossi and the upgrades. And
looks like the Protoss army might be slightly out of position here. Oh no, he got back in. He's okay. Right now, Zerg's unit count's 120. Protoss's unit count's 154. Protoss has got 13 more workers on mining on 3 bases. So every direction, Protoss has got a better army, a better economy. We see a gold mineral standard going down by lowly as far apart, as far away as possible from Protoss's main.
Yeah. I mean, he has got roaches out now, and he's just repositioned them so they are at the front.
You know,
but he can't fight in that choke.
Roaches aren't bad early game, but this late in the game with Thermal Lance upgraded, roaches aren't good at all. A combination of sentries and Colossus will annihilate those roaches.
Yeah, he really needs some corruptors, really. He needs the roaches to tank damage, the hydras for the DPS, and, you know, even with the corruptors, even if he can't down the Colossi, he's taking the fire off of his roaches, so he can still push and crush it, but he just doesn't have the money. 150 minerals, 300 gas, he can't make it, barely even 2.
Now see, every time the roaches and hydralisks move forward, he just lays down a few sentries, kills 20% of the Zerg army, and backs up.
Yeah, with that many sentries, he can keep doing that pretty much indefinitely. So. And
these cannons are going to kind of also further allow Protoss to cut the map in half, if you will. Interesting choice of using the cannons right beside the watchtower. That really makes it impossible. I mean, for all Zerg knows, Protoss has got a base here, you know what I mean? The cannons really make it tough for Zerg to scout the whole map. And he's really forcing Zerg to play blind, and look at this. You know, here come 30 stalkers. He's splitting his army in half. And he uses the force field against his own army.
I don't know. He's just going to go straight for his base, though. At the moment.
He did. He took it out. He took out the gold expansion for Zerg, was just destroyed in a few short seconds, and we're now seeing a base trade.
That's right. Wow.
So this is it. Desperation time. Now let's see, can Zerg finally climb the ramp?
Zerg is ahead of upgrades though, with 1-2 compared to just 1-1 for MouzHazu. So yeah.
So this is it. Zerg has almost no buildings left.
Do actually have a dark shrine for Hass.
So, you know, it looks like Lowly attempted the base trade, and it just ain't happening.
Yeah, we do have Hazu putting in a warp prism in the back of Lowly's natural, but I'm not sure what he's going to do here. I think he's going to put some Dark Templar in.
Well, I think it's over now. I don't think Zerg has any buildings. Every building is visible now. There are no hatcheries, and so in 30 seconds, every Zerg building will be visible, but these are the only 2 Zerg buildings left.
GG is called. Lowly takes the loss, is out of the tournament, and Hazu moves forward as we see a Protoss victory here. And I think I'm going to restart the stream, guys.
Our systems pulse with the truth. The glow of the infinite is within us.
And I'm going to restart the stream, guys, so it's going to go down, then press play once it's back up in just a minute or so. Okay, guys? Just 1 second. Give me a minute.
All right.